Have you ever noticed how every airline divides passengers into mysterious boarding groups, zones or numbers, and yet almost nobody knows what they actually mean? Zone 1, Group 4, Boarding Lane C, Priority Access, Pre-boarding. It almost feels like a secret code, but what if I told you that these boarding zones are not random and airlines use them to manipulate everything, from who gets overhead space, to how much extra money they earn, and even your behavior at the gate? Today, we're decoding it all. Welcome to Journey Genius, where smart travelers learn what the airlines hope they never figure out. Stay with me until the end, because I'll show you why being in Zone 3 may be worse than Zone 7, the hidden rule airline staff use to bump passengers without saying why, and how to board earlier without paying a cent. Let's get into the truth behind boarding order. Starting with something airlines will never admit, and starting with something. Most passengers think boarding zones are about order and efficiency. But here's the truth. Boarding zones were created to solve three powerful airline problems. Problem number 1, overhead bin chaos. Airplanes have more seats than bag space. Airlines know it, you know it, and they count on it. Zone boarding lets them reward the people who pay more with first access to overhead space. Problem number 2, fast turnaround. Profit. Every minute a plane sits at the gate, the airline loses money. Boarding zones make it feel organized, while really, they are designed to rush passengers in waves. Problem number 3. Behavioral psychology zones aren't just logistical, they're psychological. They're engineered to make you upgrade by priority, boarding, get a credit card, and even check in earlier. Zone numbers literally control how you behave, especially when you fear being stuck without bin space. This is where things get sneaky. Every airline has different zone names, but they all fall into the same hidden hierarchy. Tier 1. You paid for this boarding. These are the first ones on the plane, and they usually include first class or business class elite frequent flyers, airline credit card holders, passengers who paid for priority boarding. These people get access before everyone, even if they show up late. Tier 2. You earned it. Boarding this usually includes active duty military passengers with disabilities, families with young kids, people needing extra time. Airlines put these early because they, 1. Avoid lawsuits, 2. Appear fair, 3. Keep the flow smooth. Tier 3. You might still get space. Boarding. This is usually Zone 2 or Zone 3. Economy passengers with window seats, early check-in, light luggage. You're still safe, but the clock is ticking. Then we get to the danger zone. Tier 4. Good luck. Boarding. This is where most passengers think they are grouped randomly. They're not. If you're in Zone 4-7, airlines know, overhead bins will be full, you'll likely gate check your bag, you'll board more stressed, and here's the kicker. They want that. Because the more you feel frustrated by late boarding, the more likely you are to pay to avoid it next time. Ever noticed how some flights start with Zone 1, others start with Zone 5, and some don't use numbers at all? It's not random. Airlines play a psychological game to make economy passengers feel not last. Hide how many people board before you encourage upgrades, without saying it. Example, if you see Zone 4, you think, okay, I'm in the middle, not bad. But what they didn't tell you is Zone 1, 2, and 3 are first-class elite members, priority boarding credit card holders, families disabled passengers, early check-ins, which means you are actually about the 100th person to board. The zone number is just a label to calm your brain, not a real indicator of your place. Let's turn the system around. Here's how to board earlier, even if you paid economy prices. Hack number 1, the free credit card trick. Many airline credit cards offer priority boarding, even without elite status. You never even have to use the card. Once it's attached to your account, boom, earlier, boarding forever. Hack number 2, check-in timing. Some airlines assign zones based on check-in time. Check in the very second it opens, usually 24 hours before your flight. Hack number 3, window seats. First, window seats often get better boarding priority than middle or aisle seats, because it helps boarding flow. Window, middle, aisle. Hack number 4, buy the cheap upgrade trick. If you're checking in online, look for a $9 or $15 option that says preferred boarding, priority access, board earlier. It's not a scam, it really bumps your zone. Hack number 5, the gate agent method. If your group is called and you have anything visibly medical, even a knee brace or cane, you can request pre-boarding. Airlines are legally required to allow it, and they rarely question it. Quick moment before we continue. If this is blowing your mind already, wait until you hear what's coming. We're about to reveal the hidden rule airlines use to choose who gets bumped. Why some people are guaranteed bin space, and how to avoid getting stuck in the boarding bottleneck forever. If you love learning travel secrets the airlines don't want you to know, go ahead and subscribe to Journey Genius right now. This channel will save you stress, time, money, and the regret of learning travel lessons too late. Let's get back to it. Here's a rule almost nobody knows. Your boarding zone determines how replaceable you are. Airlines rank passengers by ticket price, loyalty status, connection risk, and how profitable you are. Lower zone number, Hoskenstad, Denskad, more valuable to keep. So if a flight is oversold, they will bump someone from Zone 7. Before Zone 3, before Zone 1. It's not random. They're protecting their best customers first. This means if you have a late zone, no status, no card, a basic fare, you are always first on the chopping block, especially on oversold flights. Once you understand this, zone numbers feel less like labels, and more like a ranked list of who matters. Ever notice how boarding feels slower today than 10 years ago? That's not your imagination. Airlines are adding 10 to 20 more seats per flight, removing space between rows, shrinking seats, and letting more passengers bring bags on board. Yet here's the twist. Boarding order is not slower. It's just more stressful because in 2025 and beyond, they want you to buy upgrades, they want you to panic about bin space, they want you to pay for priority access, they want you to get the airline card. The boarding process is no longer logistics, it's a revenue engine. Let's break it down. Delta, zone names, pre-board, sky priority, main 1-3, basic economy, hidden rule. Even if you're in main 1, there are 7 groups before you. American. Zone names, Group 1-9, hidden rule. Groups 1-4 are elites, hotshots, and paid upgrades. Normal travelers? You start at Group 5. United. Zones, 1-5. Hidden rule. Zone 5. Last. Even worse than basic economy. Southwest. No zones. But the boarding group is assigned by check-in time. Hidden rule. You can pay $15 extra and jump 60 spots. Alaska has early boarding hidden in their Visa card benefits. Most passengers never notice. Here's what frequent flyers do. 1. Never board last. Always get at least mid-zone. You'll get space plus less stress. 2. Always have one small bag. It fits under the seat. You don't care about overhead space. 3. Use the credit card cheat. Doesn't matter if you're loyal or not. It works every time. 4. Watch the behavior shift. Boarding zones are made to divide passengers, manufacture urgency, make you feel lucky to avoid the last group. Once you see it, you can work around it. Now that you know the truth, you'll never look at boarding passes the same way again. You'll know where you rank, why you were assigned that number, whether or not there will be bin space, if you're at risk of being bumped, how to beat the system without paying extra. You just unlocked what 99% of travelers never learn, and that gives you the advantage. Before you go, if you know any friend, coworker, or family member who flies, share this video with them. Most people have no idea what boarding zones really mean, but you do now, and if you want more videos like hidden airline rules, passenger rights, secret upgrades, airport hacks, what airlines never say out loud, subscribe to Journey Genius, where smart travelers stay one step ahead. Thanks for watching. Now go travel like a genius, starting with your next boarding zone.